Hey there, Becca here from Inside the Square. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you all of the cool ways that you can use custom CSS to style that cart icon on your Squarespace website. So you have the cart icon, the bag, and the text itself, and there are some unique things that we can do, especially using hover effects, to change those styles. So that's what we're going to go over today. Before we jump into it, really quick, introduction here. My name is Becca Harpain. I'm a Squarespace designer, Squarespace Circle member, a self-professed CSS super nerd, and the founder of InsideTheSquare.co, a resource on all things CSS used by Squarespacers around the world. Now, before I say that word one more time, I've got to get this legal info out there. The term Squarespace is a trademark of Squarespace Incorporated. This content is not affiliated with Squarespace Incorporated. I just happen to be a designer that loves Squarespace and wants to help other designers make the most of it. So, what we're talking about today is using some custom CSS to change the way your site looks. But something I don't often mention that I really should is that you should only use custom code if you can't make a change in the site style menu. So I'm going to hop into my demo site here and show you what you can change in the style menu, and then we'll get into some fun hover effects for those cart options, okay? So here we are, my demo site. I'm going to scroll down to design and then select site styles. So that's main menu, design, site styles. Now here it's going to load everything that's on the page. And if I just click around here when that blue box shows up, that's going to narrow this menu down. So all I'm seeing is the cart options that I'm going to play with right now. So I currently have it set up for text. If I want to change the font or the color, I should do that right here in the site styles. I don't need to do that with CSS. What you can do with CSS is make the cart text different than the quantity text. So that's a pretty cool trick. Let's start with that one. Let's say we want to leave this the unique teal color that I have there. We'll back out of this site styles menu and go into custom CSS. And here we'll go ahead and paste the code that's going to change the color of the text only. I'm going to add this code right here. And then open the bracket and type in the text color, and let's just make it bright red. If I don't even need to add the exclamation point important for that one. Now you'll notice the cart text is different than the quantity to the right of it. Pretty cool, right? So that's one way that you can use custom CSS to have two different colors for your text option there. I'll go ahead and remove that, and we'll back out of here and take a look at some of the other shopping cart icon styles. So back here in our site styles menu, I'm going to go ahead and select the cart option. So here we'll see the menu change. So it's no longer the text, but we still have the option to change the font, which adjusts the quantity number that's going to be shown in your cart. And then we can change the color of the cart and the quantity color, that little background fill of the circle there, as well as the quantity text. So 3 different options here for color and an option for font. So I definitely recommend playing around with these site style menus if you want to customize that to match your brand. You can also, by selecting this icons menu here, actually adjust the thickness of that cart by selecting light, medium, or heavy. So that's under site icons, and then header cart is where you can change the font and the colors. But I do love a good CSS tutorial, and I have some snippets to share on how we can actually change that style for a hover effect. So I'm going to back out of this design menu here, and we'll go ahead and select custom CSS so we can get started. Now let's say you want to change the color of the cart on a hover. We'll paste this code here that says header cart hover, and then we're going to adjust the stroke color. That's the color that we're seeing as this teal blue on the screen right here. So if I change that to red and then close my bracket there, now we'll see when we actually hover over the cart, it changes into that red color. Pretty cool, right? Now let's say we want to change the color of that circle as well. Let's say we want to make that circle really stand out, and let's make it a solid black. We change this SQS cart quantity hover effect here by changing the background color. Now when we hover over the cart, we'll see the red cart and the quantity circle background is that solid black. So we have one more option to play around with here, and that's actually adjusting the color of the font on a hover. So if we just add the little snippet that says make the color, let's change this to a bright red. So it's going to be a red shopping cart, and the background circle is going to be solid black, and the text color on top of that is going to be solid red. Let's check it out. Voila. Pretty cool, right? Looks completely different. So those are some fun hover effects that you can do with the cart. Now I'm going to go ahead and select save and show you something else that I think is pretty awesome. If we go back to that site styles menu and change this to a bag, those color codes still apply with that hover effect. Check it out. Isn't that neat? I thought that was pretty cool that it still works. It also works for the other option for alternate cart and alternate bag, just so you know. So same codes, any of those 4 options, cart or bag. So there you have it. When possible, go ahead and make changes in the site styles menu, but for cool hover effects like that, you can use some awesome custom CSS. Now, if you want to keep track of all these codes I just shared, I went ahead and wrote them down for you. Head on over to insidethesquare.co/cart icon. That's insidethesquare.co/cart icon. So definitely check that out. And if you like this tutorial, be sure to subscribe because I post a new one every week. Thank you so much for joining me today, and have fun with your Squarespace website. Custom Code Academy is coming up. Want in? Head on over to customcodeacademy.com to learn more and sign up.